What's up, everybody? Welcome to episode 4 of Talking with the King. I'm very excited to talk about our next group because it is a group. One has claws, the other one can manipulate the weather, one can shoot beams from his eyes. The girl can, get in your mind and make you think things that you never thought. One has fireworks, the other one can walk through walls, the other one have ice. I am talking about your group, the X-Men. So, let's get into it. So, we are talking about season 2 of the new show X-Men 97. Now, season 1 was phenomenal. It was great. But season 2 seems to be even better. So right now, season 2 is starting off with Apocalypse. And if you have seen any of the X-Men movies, you know about Days of Future Past. Even though some of the X franchises are confusing, it seems to be taking a lot from that movie and also a lot from the comics. Now, if you haven't read the comics, let me break it down to you, okay? So, Apocalypse is a mutant that is from Egypt, and he is the first mutant, and he has to reincarnate himself in order to keep himself alive. Well, he does it for, periods of time, and he finally ends up meeting the S-Man who puts boots to, the rest. So, in the show, well, let's start from the last episode from the first season. So from the first season, from the last episode, we see that the X-Men are now separated. There's two different teams and they're both in different timelines. One is in the future and one is in the past. So one is dealing with Apocalypse and the other one is dealing with future Apocalypse. So what does this mean for the X-Men? It means that the X-Men are split up. The group is not really the group. There's two groups in different timelines. The only people that's really still in the timeline is Jubilee, Sunspot, Cable, and I believe some other guy, but I can't remember his name. No, not Cable. Bishop. Those are the only ones that are still in the mainstream timeline right now, so they're still in the present. But everybody else is still in the past or the future. Now, what do I think about the first 3 episodes of the new season? Man, I gotta say that I'm excited. I'm very excited to see what they're gonna do. Honestly, I really like the character design for Apocalypse. I didn't think I liked it at first. I was like, yo, dude kind of ugly, bro. Pause. No, for real. I was like, I don't know. But when I started to see like the suit or the character design really didn't matter to me once I started seeing how he was moving. And dude was moving, like I'm talking about he going crazy, like. But the character design that I really am starting to like is Jubilee. Now I feel like a lot of people sleep on Jubilee because she only has firework powers. But in that second or third episode, you really get to see what Jubilee is all about. I think she's probably one of the most underrated X-Men in the entire X-Men franchise, to be honest. And we really we do have a live version of her in the X-Men franchise. I do believe we see her maybe once or twice in the different movies and stuff like that, but we never get to see her use her powers. But it's crazy because when I first watched that first episode, I wasn't really sure if I was going to enjoy it or not. I didn't know if I was going to enjoy it. I'm like, But I have love for all those characters. And to see the show that I grew up on come back and look better than ever, it brings me hope. It brings me hope because if they can do it for the X-Men, then they can do it for Spider-Man. And if they can do it for Spider-Man, then they can do it for Daredevil. And if they can do it for Daredevil, then there's no telling what they cannot do. But I really like the way they're telling this story, because they're telling it in kind of like 2 different parts. One is they're telling it from the past part, and then one they're telling it from the future part. So for me, seeing how they're gonna bridge the 2 gaps together and bringing back the team together and seeing what they're gonna do. I'm curious to see what they're gonna do for real, for real. Now I know that for those who don't know, Cable is the son of Jean Grey clone and Cyclops. So why do I say Jean Grey clone? That is not really Jean Grey's son. That is her clone son. I forgot her name, but yeah, she is not the baby mama. She did not push that boy out of her womb at all. But she because it is her clone son, she feels a need to be a mom. So she's stepping into that role because she knows she has to, even though the Cable might not have all of her DNA, he has some, and for her, that's still an obligation to do the right thing and to step in. And I guess Cyclops doesn't want to be like a dad that goes to get milk and never comes back. He is really trying to be in his son's life. He feels guilty for sending his son into the future anyway because of that virus that he has. But Cable as a kid is tough. Like the way that his character design is set up, I really enjoy it. I really like it. It's kind of cool to see Wolverine in a different aspect than what we're normally seeing him as, and Storm and her love journey and everything. But yeah, so episode 1, 2, and 3, they're all out on Disney Plus right now, and I'm super excited to see what they're gonna do next for it. If you grew up watching the show as in the 90s, then you're gonna love this season because I feel like it takes it directly from the comics. They're not really missing anything. Yeah, there are some things that are kind of like, bro, why they put this in there? And I think it's only because of the aspect of we had so much expectation when we saw all these different characters in the last episode of season 1 that I feel like we want to see them again. Like I feel like the X-Men 97 universe can bring all of those characters in, like Daredevil, Spider-Man, Blade, Cloak and Dagger, the Fantastic Four, all of those characters, they can all just be in one universe. And to me, that is exciting. That is very exciting. Only because of the possibilities are endless. So yeah, go ahead and check out episode 1, 2, and 3 on Disney Plus right now. X-Men 97. I hope. Yeah, I'm right. And if I'm not right, correct me. But I think I'm right. I know I'm right. I hope. But that's all I got for today, guys. Love you. Peace. Wait, no. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. All right. Love you. Peace.